evening out there. Like, comment, and subscribe. Might as well get started. I want to start attempting to do some type of ministry because it will minister to myself because life is so busy. I have a cute little book called Christ Object Lessons, and it just sits on my table and look cute, and I thought I'd put it to use. And no better way than to do it and share it with the rest of the world. All who will listen, come and join me. I want to start off with prayer. And if I'm looking crazy, it's because I am sleepy. But I'm going to push through that. No excuses. No excuses. Just took my kids out so they can play in the park. You know, since quarantine, they have not hardly did anything. Poor babies. And so I just had to let them get out today, thinking that the sun was not going to be out. Thinking that it was going to be cloudy today. But oof, I sweated. And then went to visit my mother. And so, yeah, and I'm back here and trying to get right to it. So, yes, let's start off with prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, whom art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thou art the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Let's get right to it because my phone likes to mess up. The title of this passage is The Measure of Forgiveness, based on Matthew 18:21-35. Peter had come to Christ with the question, how oft shall my brother sin against me and I forgive him? Till 7 times? The rabbis limited the exercise of forgiveness to 3 offenses. Peter, carrying out, as he supposed, the teaching of Christ, thought to extend it to 7. The number signifying perfection. But Christ taught that we are never to become weary of forgiving. Not until 7 times, he said, but until 70 times 7. Then he showed the true ground upon which forgiveness is to be granted and the danger of cherishing an unforgiving spirit. I need to do better with this, but again, this is my first time just trying to shoot so that I can make myself get into the mode of actually getting to this without making no excuses. So I'm going to try to read before I get into this. I didn't do that this time. And then also put the Bible text with it as well. Here it is. I got children bothering me now. So yeah, it's like, good luck on me trying to do this. But I'm going to push through empty ways. As far as forgiveness goes, that is something that I struggle. I struggle. And as I read this 70 times 7s, we have to be forgiven. A lot of times, fellow humans like to think that people that are trying to walk that straight and narrow, that's just what we do, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. We have a fleshly being just like the next person, us people that are trying to follow, and so we have our struggles, and we're trying to get there. Hopefully, the word will come to me more so the more that I get into this, minus all these distractions with these children that I'm having. Mom, yes. And then especially while my little girl sleep, I'm trying to get through this. I did read that the fellow in this Bible or in this passage wanted to be forgiven, and he was, for his debt, right? And I think it was by the king. And then turned around, he wanted the same for himself, and he didn't show that same mercy. And that's interesting right there. Just going over there right there in itself. I've experienced that. We experienced that a lot. And people all around the world, you need to keep that in mind when you are quick to judge others. Remember, you don't want that same response for yourself. So that you should keep in mind. He who haven't sinned cast the first stone. We all have things that we would like for someone to forgive us for. So in that same retrospect, that's what the passage was talking about. I wanted to read more, but again, my phone is acting up for me to really get down and explain it. But I'm warming up. This is me warming up to this. You want forgiveness? You need to be forgiving. And I'm going to leave it at that today. And I'm going to get better at this as I go along. And I went out the door for 2 seconds and my throat's acting up. I'm like, I just stepped out, 2 seconds, that park in Mama's house, and I've been coughing since I walked in the door. I'm still masking it up. COVID something in the air is not where it needs to be. So y'all continue to be safe and take care of yourselves. Until next time.